Is Survivor 44 a good season of Survivor? That is a question I have been asking myself because as I was watching the season, I thought it was pretty decent, but now looking back after it finished, it's pretty mid. So I thought it would be fun to go over each aspect of the season with you guys to tell if it's good or trash. The first aspect of the season I want to go over is the cast. And in my opinion, there are three categories to the cast. The first category of the cast are the players that are really uninteresting and boring. Like the godfather of strategy, Maddie, and Helen. Literally all I know about this woman is that she's Chinese. And Josh. Can you think of anything Josh did other than make the goofiest idol ever? Yeah, me neither. And Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Having the most overpowered advantage in Survivor history, but being the most forgettable person on the season. And last and certainly least in this category, we have, this girl, Stacy, I think. Anyway, Stacy really didn't do anything despite making it to Final 6. I guess her giving her fake idol to Kane and then Kane getting voted out the exact same episode, and then next episode she tries to tell her cast what happened and nobody believes her.
That's just what it is. It's a story.
I will admit, that was pretty goofy. And then in the next category, we have players who were really fun to watch in the first episode and then just completely fell off. The first person we have in this category is the absolute Chad Brandon, who found an idol, made an enemy out of Maddie, and used his idol to get the Godfather out of the game all in one episode. But then he just proceeded to get no edit the entire rest of the game. Until the episode he got voted out. And then we have Matt, who was a really fun storyteller the first episode. Even though his luck is laughably bad, he's like the opposite of Domino from Deadpool. But as soon as Matt's simp powers activated for Franny, that's all he talks about. And it's real annoying. And then we have Claire. Call me woke, but I actually enjoyed Claire episode 1. But then she just kind of got voted out, so yeah. We also have Lauren. Lauren is someone who got a lot of screen time on episode 1, and then it got absolutely no edit until merge, and at that point you lost your chance to make me care about her. I don't care how much she cries about her kids. And then we got Gay Matt, or Gathu. Gathu was a player who was really fun to watch in episode 1, but unfortunately he climbed a rock for some reason and fell and broke all of his bones, so he had to be taken out of the game. I would assume it's kind of hard to play Survivor if all of your bones are not there anymore. And then we have Heidi, who was pretty lit in episode 1. She made fire, get it? Lit fight, yeah. But then she just progressively makes bad move after bad move after bad move to the point where she's not even a factor at the final 5. She's not winning. And the last person in this category is Kane. Kane apparently was playing a great game based on everything the cast has said. So I guess the editors just hate Kane with a passion, because they made this man look like an actual bozo. The man was either talking about Dungeons and Dragons or how he is playing horribly the entire game. And the last category is players who were fun to watch the entire time they were on the season. And the first person in this category is Franny. And unlike the simp master Matt, Franny actually talked about other things other than her love life on the island. And she was also kind of a challenge beast, so girl power, yes queen! And next up we got Carolyn. And even though I find Carolyn more annoying than the She-Hulk show, I can still admit that she was a really good character on this season. But a good strategist? Nah. And then we got Danny. And yes, I know there's been some problematic stuff in Survivor with people named Dan, but let's be honest here. The only thing problematic about Danny's game is that he played too good. And then we got Carson. Carson kind of just feels like if Jacob from Ghost Islands was actually good at Survivor and went on a pure diet of grass and Minecraft. And then we got Jam Jam. On episode 1, I did not think I was going to like Jam Jam in the slightest. But the dude is so goofy. He just kept growing on me every episode. I love this guy. No homo though. Well, I mean, he's homo. I'm not homo. Remember when I said there were 3 categories of this cast? Well, that was a blatant lie. Because there are actually 4 categories to this cast. Because my boy Bruce is in a league of his own. He's the best Survivor player to ever exist. And now the next part of the season I would like to talk about are the twists. And let's be honest here, the twists are pretty dog water. I mean, I guess the kind of tribe swap was a decent twist, but I would rather just have a tribe swap. And then at Merge, they're doing the stupid half the people are safe. Like, bro, just have a regular Merge vote like once, please. And the episode where Matt gets voted out is perhaps the stupidest twist I have ever seen in my entire life. There are 11 people still in the game, and only 5 of them are voting. What is this? And on top of that, they introduce this dumb, stupid advantage that Heidi finds, and she goes, woohoo! I wonder what I'm gonna do with this! And then makes the stupidest play she can with it. And then they do the twist where you gotta sit out of the immunity challenge if you wanna get some rice, which I would be fine with if they weren't 28 days now. But I will say, the idol cages were a very nice addition to this season. I liked how they had a real idol and a fake one, so you could make people look stupid. Well, that's about it for the twists. Now let's talk about the strategy this season. And let's be honest, really the only people this season actually trying to play Survivor was the Tika 3, Danny, and Franny. Those were the only people. Carson and Jam Jam masterminded almost every single vote post-merge. And Franny, for some reason, was the only person who realized how big of a threat the Tika 3 were. And Danny had the best idol play of the new era.
The place for Franny.
First vote. Franny does not count. 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 Brandon.
I guess there were some other players like Heidi and Lauren and this girl who were trying to play Survivor, but doing an absolutely horrible job. Okay, now I would like to talk about the last aspect of the season, the winner. I think Jam Jam is definitely a decent winner. I wouldn't call him like an absolutely great winner or anything like that, but he's pretty good. He's definitely the second best new era winner. Mike Gabler on top, baby. Like, what do you mean? But that's not Jam Jam's fault. Just like you can't out Pizza the Hut, you can't out Gabler the Mike.
Right? I'm just like frozen in the tree.
But I do think some players would have been more fun to see win. Like Carson, Danny, Bruce. But yeah, this season was okay. I would probably give it like a 5 out of 10. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. So yeah. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And be on the lookout for my episode going over the 45 cast when we get the cast videos. Yeah.